Okay, I have some good news and I have some bad news. The good news is that Chris Rock somehow, some way managed to escape from the Burning Man Festival lockdown. Whew, thank God. The bad news is that there is a possible outbreak of Ebola happening at the Burning Man Festival as we speak. Now, before anyone gets too worried, before anyone goes too crazy here, there's a few important things to note. Every time there's a Burning Man festival, there's always rumors about some type of sickness spreading. It's kind of like a running joke within the community of people who attend these festivals, and often they play into it and they troll online. So there's a huge possibility that this is just a joke. But I think the reason people are taking it so seriously this time around is because of the conditions. You know, there's a reason why these rumors are always spread in the first place. You have a bunch of people in the middle of the desert who the majority of them are not bathing for over a week. They're taking Lord knows what, they're drinking Lord knows what, they're screwing Lord knows who. It's like a breeding ground for diseases and stuff. You know what I mean? So that's why those rumors always spread. Here we have all of that same stuff going on, but now it's all happening in the rain. People are freezing. It's cold in the middle of the desert, even in Nevada. It's cold when you get rained on, and especially at night. These people are covered in mud. All of the porta potties in the area, they're already filled up, and you can't move them or dump them out because everything's stuck in mud. So you have 70,000 people now that are all taking craps and peeing and everything on the ground. It's getting mixed up in the mud and slush, and you have yourself a very unhealthy environment. Now, I was just saying in my last video about this topic that I was worried about something like this happening. Because right now we know that they're kind of trying to test the waters. They're trying to reintroduce some of these restrictions and stuff because of the beer bug. Some of the same restrictions that we were under a few years ago. They're trying to bring back masks. They're trying to bring back a lot of this nonsense. So looking at Burning Man, what would be a better excuse than to use this festival where there's like almost 100,000 people there and claim that in the middle of this festival, some type of sickness started spreading. You know, regardless if the sickness is real or not, they will use events like this as an excuse, you know, to say, hey, this is how it started. This is where it came from. Blase, blase, blase. And we know people come from all over the world to attend the Burning Man Festival. But also there's a possibility that something real could spread. You know what I mean? But either way, we're looking at a very interesting situation. And I know everyone's making jokes about it. I am too. It's kind of a funny situation. You got a bunch of high hippies stuck in the mud. And they're being pretty positive about it and stuff. But, you know, they've shut off the entire city now. No one can get into the city. So these people are saying that there's a possibility that the reason they locked down this area is not really because of the mud, but because of an outbreak of something. And you got a bunch of extremely high people down here that are all kind of paranoid already. They're already the types that are always paranoid and don't trust, you know, certain things anyway. So you got all of these people sheltering in place. A lot of them are at the festival. They're scared to come out their tents. They're scared to come out of their vehicles, their trailers, and what have you. And now you got this rumor spreading around the festival that, oh, don't come out of your tent. You know, don't come out of your trailer. People got Ebola. They're shitting all over the place. They're coughing up blood. All of this crazy stuff is happening. And I think what we have here is we got a lot of paranoid people at this festival. They're on all types of substances. And, you know, they're supposed to be partying and having a good time. But instead, they're like locked up in closed areas, cold, muddy, and rained on. And now you got these rumors even spreading around the festival. And all of these people are paranoid. And, you know, they've been told that they can't leave. They've been told that their friends and help can't make it to them. So all of these people are freaking out. And I cannot think of a worse trip. You know, I know there's a lot of people out there making the best of this situation, but these substances, they affect everyone differently. A lot of people kind of get paranoid. Oftentimes when you're on stuff like this, all it takes is one thing to kind of go wrong that just really throws you off. So if you're out here in the middle of the desert and you took all of these substances thinking that you're about to be partying with a bunch of friends and it's all going to be cool, and then the next thing you know, you have the government declaring a national emergency, telling you to stay inside of your trailers and conserve food and water. These people are freaking the F out right now. I know they are. It's kind of hilarious, but at the same time, part of me is freaking out with them because this just looks like an opportunity for some wicked people to capitalize off the situation. It's like you have all of these people, they're sitting ducks, and you think of something like Burning Man and you think of all of these hippies with no money and stuff like that, but in reality, that's not necessarily the reality. Yeah, there's a lot of hippie-ish type people there, but there's a lot of powerful people out there. Make no mistake about it. There's a lot of tech geniuses, tech billionaires, crypto bros, people like Chris Rock. There's a lot of rich and powerful people out there. And when you get a bunch of powerful people all in the same place, you never know what could happen, because sometimes these people know too much. Sometimes people want to take them out. I just know that I wouldn't trust myself being around any of these billionaires and crypto bros right now, because all of them seem to be dying mysterious deaths recently. But yeah, that's the situation that's going on down in Burning Man. Hopefully no one's really getting sick. Hopefully this is all just a big troll, but I wouldn't be surprised. So I'm letting you know right now, just be prepared to be hearing some crazy stuff in the next couple of days. But for now, let me know your thoughts down below. While you're down there, hit the thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell, and I'll talk to you all soon in the next video.